Hi, I'm Jess from Madden Crafts, and let's make a special tumbler for your pumpkin spice lattes. You'll find supplies needed to make this tumbler in the October Expressions Vinyl Mystery Box. You'll need glitter adhesive vinyl in the colors cinnamon, gloss gold easy PSV starling, turtle green PSV starling, the tumbler blank, and transfer tape. You'll need to provide your own parchment paper. In the set of SVGs that comes with this mystery box is a tumbler wrap that I designed specifically to go with the tumbler that comes in the mystery box. When you insert this SVG into your design software, you shouldn't have to change anything. The dimensions should be exactly right, and the positioning of all the elements are exactly where they should be. I've even color-coded the layers so you know which vinyl goes with what. All of the cinnamon pumpkins will cut on one mat, all of the gloss gold pumpkins will cut on another mat, and all of the green stems will cut on the third mat. Just follow the cut settings that are recommended on the cheat sheet and weed your vinyl like normal. Don't be intimidated to do a full tumbler wrap. The trick is parchment paper. Neither vinyl nor transfer tape sticks to parchment paper, so that will help us layer our design. You will want to start with the stems since they determine the position of all of the pumpkins on the tumbler. So position your transfer tape on the layer that has all of your green pumpkin stems, and then use a scraper or a old gift card or a credit card to really press that transfer tape down onto that turtle green starling adhesive vinyl. That makes sure that all of the pieces transfer onto the transfer tape. Peel the backing paper away, and it's time to layer. Get your piece of weeded cinnamon vinyl and lay a piece of parchment paper over the bottom part of that vinyl sheet. You should be able to see through the parchment paper to those cinnamon vinyl pumpkins so that you can position the stems exactly where they need to go. Because that vinyl isn't going to stick to the parchment paper, you have a little bit of grace in making sure you have the layer lined up properly. Once you have it in the correct spot, use your scraper to press the transfer tape down onto that sheet of cinnamon vinyl. When you have it secure, then you can remove the parchment paper and press all of the transfer tape down onto that second layer of vinyl. Everything should be lined up properly now because you've used the parchment paper to make sure that you have it in the exact right spot. Once you've gone all over the transfer tape with the scraper, you can peel off that backing sheet, and we're going to repeat that process with the gloss gold pumpkins. Lay out your parchment paper and position the vinyl in place. Use your scraper to attach the transfer tape to the top of the sheet of vinyl. Remove the parchment paper and then run your scraper over the entire design. This will make sure that every one of those little pieces of vinyl adheres to the transfer tape so that you can put them onto your tumbler in just a few minutes. Before you start adding the vinyl to the tumbler, I recommend wiping it down with rubbing alcohol to get rid of any dirt or grime that might be on the surface of the plastic. Then you're going to lay parchment paper in place again to help you line up the top of that tumbler wrap with the top of the tumbler. You want to place the center of the design onto the tumbler first, remove that parchment paper, then work from that center point of the design all the way around one side and then come back and go around to the other side. If you start from one edge of the vinyl and try to go all the way around 360, the far end of your vinyl could be way off. So it's best to start in the middle. You can see that as I get to this side of the vinyl, I need to peel some of the transfer tape back. You want to make sure that there isn't any transfer tape underneath any of the vinyl that you've cut. Once you have it positioned, again, get out your scraper and go over the entire design to make sure that your cut vinyl is adhering really well to the surface of the tumbler. Once that's all adhered, you can slowly peel away the transfer tape. Take your time and make sure that you're not pulling up any of the little pieces of vinyl with the transfer tape. Work your way all the way around the tumbler, pressing the vinyl onto the tumbler with your finger if needed. And now you have a unique pumpkin tumbler for your favorite fall beverage. You can put whatever you want in your tumbler, but I suggest filling it with ice, cold brew coffee, and a splash of pumpkin spice creamer. I am so happy with the way my pumpkin tumbler turned out, and I hope you make one of your own.